The PlayStation 5 meme game is absolutely incredible this time around. My favorite definitely is the Pope wearing a PlayStation 5. Actually, there are two new models in the PlayStation 5 series, I guess we could say. One with a 4K Blu-ray disc and one completely discless. You just have to download games online. The purely digital version of the PS5 this time does look a little bit thinner than the one with the Blu-ray. Obviously, they don't need to fit all of that space in there for the disc reader. Sony hasn't mentioned pricing just yet, but oh man, this thing looks so good, honestly. I am drooling over the design and just the specs and the amazing games that are going to come on this thing. So as we can see from the design, it can be placed horizontally or vertically. There are actually some vents in the top for heat dissipation, obviously. But on the front, there are some USB-A and some USB-C ports as well. There's also a bunch of new accessories that Sony announced along with this absolutely gorgeous machine. We've got the DualSense charging station. There's also a new HD camera on here. Something called Pulse 3D, which is a wireless headset. There's a media remote as well, but pricing for these is unknown, just like the PS5 and the PS5 digital edition without that Blu-ray disc player. The design though fits really well across all of the devices. I really like it. Sony said this will be available in the holiday season, so we don't really know when it's coming, but definitely before Christmas, and I hope quite a while before Christmas so that everyone gets a chance to actually pick one up and there's no delays or, out of stock, which I assume is going to happen in at least a few places. The PS5 will apparently support 8K gameplay. 8K gameplay. Not many people have 8K television sets, but I guess you're future-proof for a few years with this one. And it can support 4K games at 120 Hertz. Whew, yeah, this is such a cool device. We also got that news a while back from Sony that said that the PS5 would support the, in their words, overwhelming majority of games and releases that are currently available on the PS4. So that's a good thing to know. There was some confusion with their wording that it might not actually be backwards compatible, but we know now that it is, so that's another good thing. And the meme game is just on point at the moment. A lot of funny designs for this thing. But if you are into gaming, check out the next story. A couple of new gaming smartphones are releasing very soon as well. So our next story is the ROG Phone III. This is releasing very soon. We found out that it has 30-watt fast charging, apparently, which isn't the fastest charging. 30-watt charging is what the ROG Phone II had, so according to this particular leak anyway, there's no upgrades in the charging department. Let's wait and see what actually comes on the device, but ROG Phone III is launching very soon. We got those benchmark results from the device, so we know it has a Snapdragon 865 in there, but overall looks like maybe a small upgrade over the ROG Phone II. Not massive upgrades all around, but we should expect some small upgrades to the quality of everything. A phone that is also coming very soon though is the Lenovo Legion. This is another gaming phone. It really goes head to head with the ROG Phone III in terms of gaming smartphones. We know from Lenovo though that officially it will be coming in July, so we haven't got long to wait for this phone, and this thing looks like a real monster. Lenovo will apparently market the charging specs as 90-watt fast charging, but it was actually registered in China with a 45-watt charger, so I'm not really sure how they're going to do this. Maybe you have to buy a separate charger, maybe there are two separate batteries in here. Both can charge at the same time for 45 watts. That would make 90 watts. It would be a bit strange, but we've seen other leaks that, yeah, it is going to come with 90-watt charging, so we'll have to wait and see how that really comes. Also in the news, we have a leak that suggests Oppo will be bringing us even faster fast charging in one of their upcoming smartphones. So right now, the Oppo VOOC 2.0, that's their fastest fast charging wired solution, is at 65 watts. They were the first company to bring this into a really mainstream type of phone that most people would buy. That was in the Oppo Ace. It looks like now though we know the specs of their next version, which is going to be SuperVOOC 3.0, which apparently will be 80 watt fast charging. This will be proper true 80 watt fast charging, one battery pack, should be around 4,000 milliamp hours, and yeah, 80 watt charging is going to charge the entire battery probably in like 20 minutes. So yeah, really, really quick. We do actually know that 100 watt fast charging is perfectly possible. The technology is there, it's been developed. Actually 120 watt has been developed as well. But the real problem for manufacturers is just trying to keep the battery longevity at a decent level, and also the heat dissipation and safety. This is some things that they have to work on. So the ability to charge quickly is there, but they need to be able to put it in a consumer product and make sure that it works well. And so they have a lot of other technologies that need to go along with that. Anyway, though, it looks like 80 watt is coming, and then we'll slowly creep up to that headline figure. And I wonder who's going to give us the first 100 watt charging smartphone. We won't have too long to find out. But anyway, that is it, all your tech news for today. Subscribe for all the latest tech news and videos. That's it for now. I'll see you in the next one.